Wake Up Heavy is a Weirding Way media podcast.
Welcome to Wake Up Heavy, the world's greatest horror movie podcast. On this episode, my weird dad and I will be talking about
my forms, for my needs. To my forms, for my needs. To my forms, for my needs.
Hello and welcome to Wake Up Heavy. This is Mark Bigley, your host, and joining me once again is my fifth favorite co-host.
Whoa.
My kid, Cleo.
Yay!
And we're starting a new series here based on the series Twin Peaks.
Yay!
And no promises as to when or how often we will release these.
Yeah.
Because, that's how this show works now.
Yeah.
But we are going to start with 90s Twin Peaks. So the first and second season and the prequel film, Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. And we just started a couple weeks ago watching The Return, which is a rewatch for my wife and I and a first time watch for Cleo.
Yes.
And we got 2 episodes in, and I'm figuring since it's 18 episodes, we'll break that up into 3 episodes here.
Mm-hmm.
Every 6th episode, we'll talk about it. So Who knows how long it'll take us to get to episode 6 and so on.
Took us like 3 years to finish season 2, so, we'll see.
I was going to mention that. We started watching Twin Peaks a couple years ago, got through the first season relatively quickly, I guess, and then warned you, as I think everybody warns everybody, the second season is a lot. It's not very good. We got further, though, back then that I remembered, because we recently got back to it and finished it up, and I thought we were on like episode 8, and we were actually on episode 15.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I thought it was I also didn't realize we had watched that much. I was like, yeah, episode 8 sounds right. And then we went and checked and it was 15. Wasn't too bad.
No, and that's kind of felt to me like when it started to get a little bit back on track.
Yeah.
Those last 7 or 8 episodes were much more solid than the previous 14. Anyway, I, of course, was back in 1990, was highly anticipating this coming on. I had really gotten into David Lynch by that time, had made it through Eraserhead and watched that multiple times on video. I had finally gotten through Blue Velvet and loved that. And of course, I already loved The Elephant Man and Dune. So I had seen all his movies to that point and was rewatching Eraserhead and Blue Velvet quite often. Mm-hmm. Like I mentioned, I think on the last episode we did, in 1990, I was on my semester in London and got to see Eraserhead and Blue Velvet, The Alphabet, and The Grandmother on the big screen.
Yes.
So that was all kind of coinciding. Since I was there when this show started, I made sure your aunt recorded it, because I think I got back home sometime in early May. And now I'm trying to think. I think Twin Peaks started in April. Let me check that real quick, folks.
Fact check. April 8th, 1990. That's when it premiered.
Okay, and then I'm just trying to see what I would have caught when I got back. So I probably got back home by the time of episode 6. So I got to watch those live on TV.
Dang.
They had recorded the shows, but I think either that first season or when I was recording the second season myself, an episode got missed somehow. So for the longest time, I'd watch these on my recorded cassettes and always have one missing. But anyway,
How funny.
so it was much anticipated by me, as was his film Wild at Heart, which came out in 1990 as well. And while I was there, I knew that was going to be playing at the Cannes Film Festival. Me and a couple of the guys that were there were like trying to figure out how we could go, because it would have been after the semester ended in early May. It just, it just happened recently. Yeah. One of the guys he spoke French. So he called, I don't know if he called Cannes or what, tried, I don't think normal people can just go.
No.
But that was the plan, was I wanted to go see Wild at Heart because I was anxious for his next film. So anyway, a lot of that was happening while I was in London. And I remember scouting around and trying to find issues of magazines that Lynch had been interviewed for, like Rolling Stone magazine and some other ones where he was talking about the show and this and that and that. Got back, watched it, loved it, and then, waited for the second season. Watched that.
Which was so good.
And liked it up until about episode 3. It goes downhill real quick in that second season when some of those goofy storylines start. We, I think, decided, there's not a whole lot of David Lynch you can watch when you're 14, 15 years old. So you and I have watched Eraserhead. We've watched Dune.
Of course.
Well, what else can Cleo watch? Twin Peaks, since it was made for TV, so it's not terrible. So that's kind of the impetus for why we started watching it, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Also, because I wouldn't say it's that similar to X-Files, but I do think it's kind of X-Files is later anyways, isn't it? Yeah,
a couple of years.
Same, vein almost. Also, a bunch of cast members are in both, so...
I think a lot of people were like, Twin Peaks walked so the X-Files could run type of scenario. That wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for Twin Peaks. And I don't know how true that is.
I see that.
FBI agents exploring weird stuff.
Yeah.
More supernatural and spooky stuff maybe than Twin Peaks. But I think they're definitely connected.
I definitely do.
Yeah, and you had been going through X-Files and stuff too, so that was another reason to get into this.
Yeah, I love X-Files. It's so fun.
And the other one, the tall, lanky one, his face was so blank and expressionless. He didn't even seem human. I think he was a mandroid. The only time he reacted was when he saw the dead body.
We went back recently, since we finished the show, we went back and watched the first season again to sort of refresh ourselves. Mm-hmm. What are your impressions of that first season?
I don't know. The first season's so fun. It's very I think put together. Well, if we're comparing it to the second season also.
Just in general, the first season, what was your impression of it?
I liked it. It was really good. It's very fun and weird. Obviously, the characters are very interesting and also very weird. Andy crying in the first episode is so... Poor Andy.
The characters are, I think, a big draw for the show. And how they're all very different. And Cooper is this very straight-laced guy, but he's also very positive.
He's very whimsical.
Yeah, he's not the... most cop shows these days or whatever, they've got some damaged person who's
guy,
depressed or an alcoholic or a womanizer or whatever. And he's just kind of all-American guy.
Yeah.
Yet, has this spiritual side and this weird side that believes in not supernatural, but whatever is going on in Twin Peaks. The idea that there's a thing named Bob that can basically inhabit people and commit all these horrible things. And he's fine with that too. And
he doesn't question really any of it. He's just like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. The quirky characters, which there was a show called Northern Exposure, and I want to say it predates, maybe it doesn't, Twin Peaks. It takes place up in the Pacific Northwest like Twin Peaks does, full of quirky characters. It has nothing to do with law enforcement or FBI or whatever. It's just this town full of strange people. And this is similar to that.
Northern Exposure premiered in June of 1990.
Andy always crying at crime scenes. Lucy, Sheriff Truman's kind of the other side of Cooper, where he's the all-American Joe, but he's more of the straight-laced, normal
person.
guy. Been prone to anger, Cooper doesn't really get angry, and Truman belts Albert a couple times and things like that. So,
oh, Albert.
Yeah, Albert's another highlight of the show, and
he's such an ass in the first couple of episodes he's in.
Maybe almost the viewers go, I'm here in this hick town with all these goofy characters, and he's our avatar, maybe, in a way.
Yeah. And people are crying at crime scenes, and your receptionist doesn't stop talking when I try to get a hold of you guys. Yeah. He definitely could be like a POV for the viewer almost.
For critics, maybe. That could be part of it too. I don't really know what the critical reception... I mean, people loved it and it was a big hit and all that, and I don't think I read any critiques of the show or anything back then, but that might have been it. Like, oh, who are these people and what's going on here, and this is silly and everybody's dumb. I don't know.
Everybody's
stuff like
dumb. Oh my gosh.
But you have a ton of characters, all the quote-unquote high schoolers. Kids. Laura, Bobby, Donna, James, which we'll get into.
Kind of Shelley too. They say she dropped out, so
Shelley and Audrey.
Yeah.
So all the quote-unquote teen characters, and then the adults who are all messed up.
They're very strange.
How it's not a spoof, but a take on those nighttime soaps that were popular back then.
And they have their own in Twin Peaks.
And they have, right.
They watch their show that replicates everything.
Invitation to Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first season's really strong. There is some bothersome stuff for me in that first season. I don't like it when Hank shows up, and I don't like Hank as a character.
Oh, no.
I think it's kind of unnecessary to have that fourth bad guy.
Yeah, evil man.
Ben Horn's a bad guy. Shelley's... Leo's a bad guy.
He's awful.
And now Hank's involved with all of them, and I sort of wonder why that was even introduced, but whatever.
Yeah,
he doesn't last very long.
Nah, he doesn't. Just why, Hank is there. He's just so, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why they felt the need to flesh out more characters. It's a pretty packed show as it is. You certainly didn't need the fourth wheel between Norma, Big Ed, and Nadine. It's already a love triangle, so that's already a complex situation.
Yeah, and it's already chaotic enough with Nadine being a part of it.
Don't like Hank. Really hate, what's his name? Howard? Smith. Mr. Smith.
He's in the second season, though, but you hate him.
I can't stand him, and I can't stand Josie. So Hank, Josie, and Harold, whatever the hell his name is, are three characters that I could absolutely do without.
Yeah, Josie, she's kind of just a nothing burger to me, to the point where I just don't care.
Her affect is so dead, and she's always whispering, and I just realized, I think the last time I watched it, before we all watched it together, I was like, man, I hate her. Just relax or liven up a little bit or do something. I don't know. Drove me nuts. Below that is probably James. He's my fourth hated character.
Yeah, and then especially in the second season.
Yeah, again, that's more second season stuff.
He is kind of, again, a little bit of a nothing burger in the first season, though, because he's just he does stuff, but he's also just there a lot of the times, and I'm so sad about my dead.
Sad and dumb. He's a little too dumb for my taste. And Lori even calls him dumb. And
yeah, I was one of the girls literally calls him stupid or something. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess he is kind of dumb. He should be more pivotal, I feel. And he's not. He's not utilized. I don't know.
Also, he can't pick a girl.
Well, yeah. Which is very much the soap opera.
Yeah, for sure.
Part of it. But yeah, the first season was groundbreaking material for back then, and still kind of is. It's quick. I think it was a mid-season replacement or something. Shows don't usually start at that point in the year and end after 8 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of more like the seasons of shows we have now. All the
Yeah.
streaming shows are 8 episodes, or if you're lucky. I mean, we just watched Mayor of Easttown, and it's only 7.
7, yeah.
It wasn't the progenitor of that or anything, but it's just kind of a weird thing. And
Yeah, kind of a coincidence.
it ends on one of those soap opera-y cliffhangers where Cooper gets shot. So on the show Dallas, JR gets shot at the end of one season, and like that's all people could talk about for a summer. Who shot JR? I mean, that was the headline of articles and newspaper and magazine articles and TV stuff. Who shot JR? So now it's who shot Cooper, and God, we don't find that out till way late in the second season.
Oh, no. It's like nearing like the finale, isn't it? Then they finally were like...
It wasn't until we picked it back up on episode 15, and then it still didn't happen for, I think, a couple of episodes.
Yeah, so it was way late, which is kind of crazy.
And one of those things that sort of bothers me too, it's like, why her? Why is it Josie?
Yeah, why is it Josie?
Spoilers throughout, people, for a 28-year-old, 26-year-old show.
Yeah, 20-plus-year-old show.
30. Wait.
Is it 30?
1990. It's 2026.
Yeah.
36 years ago.
Hey!
Because The Return is 9 years old now, as
That's
of this month.
Crazy that I was... How old? Did it come out in 2017?
Yep.
So I was in like, what, 4th or 5th grade?
Yep. That's why you did not watch it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We'll talk about it in a different episode, of course. But that first episode was kind of...
Yeah, it's much different being on Showtime and being in 2026.
Yeah.
You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee.
We just watched the Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me Red Letter Media review, and it's something that I've heard over the years. People always talk about why David Lynch wasn't more involved in the second season, and the consensus seems to be that he was busy making Wild at Heart. For a long time, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, because they came out around the same time. But the more I think about it, I'm like, wait a minute. That movie premiered at Cannes the same time the first season was playing.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been. It was out already before the second season started. Later on in August or September, or whenever the second season came back on, the movie was done, like way done. It was starting to play in theaters. It was obviously already done if it premiered at Cannes in May. Yep. Came out in theaters here a few months later, right around the time the second season started. So that is obviously not the case. When we watched that Red Letter Media thing, I was like, okay, what is the real story?
Yeah.
They filmed the pilot for Twin Peaks. And of course, this is Wikipedia, so take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Sometime in mid to late 89. So they say summer of 89, so whatever that entails, however many months of the year. Wild at Heart began filming in August of 89, which is the tail end of summer, right?
Yeah.
So it makes more sense to me that that's why David Lynch only directed 2 episodes of the first season, not the second season. He directs more episodes in the second season than he does of the first. I think he missed part of the first season because of Wild at Heart, not the second season. If he even missed any of it, I don't think that plan was ever for him to like direct and write every episode. It was a TV show. You have a writer's room. You rotate directors and all that stuff. So
also, it wasn't solely David Lynch. It's Mark Ross too.
Right.
So
yes.
It's not his sole thing, and that he would have been doing everything on anyways. Like you said, it's a TV show. So
that's generally not how TV shows work. You very rarely have somebody, except maybe for Sam Levinson or something, write and direct. And I don't even think he probably doesn't write exclusively and direct every episode of that trashy show you guys watch.
He probably did on this third season of Euphoria. Jeez.
But that's typically not how TV shows work, because you're constantly in production, and one person doesn't generally do all that. Of course, the third season of Twin Peaks, The Return, is a different story, which we'll get into later. I don't know. My theory is that he missed a lot of the first season Because I always had it in my head that he directed the finale of the first season.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't. He directs the
funny.
first 2 episodes.
Dang, okay.
And then, no, maybe I'm wrong.
Mark is wrong. Lynch directed episodes 1 and 3 of the first season.
I might have confused myself, but I know he only directs 2 episodes of
The first season.
the first season and 4 of the second.
Yeah.
The first 2 of the second, the 7th episode of the second, and the finale
Very
definitely
last
of
one.
the second.
Yeah.
But you typically think, oh, well, whenever there's a dream sequence or the little man walking around talking backwards, that was definitely David Lynch stuff.
Yeah. There's no way it was anybody else.
And that kind of stuff, that dream sequence at the end of the first season is,
Awesome.
I think, was just absolutely mind-blowing back then for me. Like, what in the heck is going on?
What's happening?
And I love that he comes back every once in a while. And I also love that he got replaced by a CGI tree in the third
the
season
tree.
because the actor turned out to be a creep.
I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole about him, and I was like, oh, he's definitely an oddball. Like, what in the world?
Yeah, and he had a lot of things to say, weird things to say about David Lynch.
Yeah.
And then he's also apparently homophobic and made comments about Frank Silva, the guy that plays Bob in Twin Peaks. And so I just don't think Lynch wanted to work with him and was like, oh, that's easy.
Let's just make him this. What do they call him? The arm or whatever?
Yeah, he is supposedly Mike's arm.
Oh, how funny. Creature version of Mike's arm.
Yeah, he says something about I am the arm in one of those dream sequences that Cooper has. I don't think I caught on to the fact that tree thing in The Return was him.
Yeah.
But he also says something about being the arm and how he's changed. He's evolving, I guess.
Something like that. I mean, definitely evolved.
And, we'll get into that when we talk about The Return, but also the David Bowie character that's in Fire Walk with Me has evolved into something else as well. And,
boy.
This is what you do when you can't have the actor back for whatever reason. Why not? It's Twin Peaks.
Make it this. Yeah. That actor he's in the Freak Show Sideshow episode of X-Files.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
He has a beard in that episode though, but I realized that after we finished rewatching the first season. I was like, oh, that's literally the guy from X-Files. Well, one episode of the X-Files.
Yeah, he manages the trailer park or something that they're all in, I think. Yep.
And there's definitely more, as I said earlier, Bobby's dad is Dana's dad. So we said they were related when we were rewatching it.
Yeah, well, doesn't he play a military guy in the X-Files?
Yeah, Dana's dad is also a military, either vet or just still in it. I don't know, something. But yeah. So that was a funny little connection. But I like his character in Twin Peaks. He's cool.
Philosophical.
Yeah.
And soft-spoken. And
all the talks he has with Bobby are super interesting.
Especially that last one. Mm-hmm. That touching moment is really cool.
Yeah.
Kind of unusual, again, for TV.
Yeah.
Scene being very genuine with his son, and Bobby actually shows some emotion other than anger and lust or whatever he shows.
I think most people like many characters over James, but I like Bobby over James way more. I like Bobby a lot, actually.
I think his acting in that is Dana Ashbrook. He is one of the better actors of the show.
Yeah, he's good.
He didn't go on to do a whole lot. And he is very good in The Return, you will see.
I can't wait. Well, he's in the Twin Peaks spoof episode of Psych. And I think that was probably my first introduction to literally any of the actors that were in that episode that are in Twin Peaks. But he's good in that episode, too. He can be funny because it's Psych. It's fun. I like Bobby, though.
I don't really remember him doing a whole lot of Twin Peaks. I can't think of movies back then. It seems like all of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would have just been in tons of movies. And a lot of them were in movies, but I don't think any of their movie careers really took
that's
off.
The whole thing with Frank Silva. He never got a role after Twin Peaks.
Well, he wasn't an actor.
Yeah, but he's pretty good. And he's just kind of a scary little creature in a lot of his Bob scenes, but he's pretty good.
Yeah, it just seems like, to me, they would have all skyrocketed, and none of them really did. A lot of them are in B movies and stuff. And even before Twin Peaks, when they were in other movies, nothing major, really.
Yeah, the thing I can think of is off the top of my head is Madsen is in ER for a few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
She's not in a lot. She's not like a main character or anything. She's just in a couple of episodes. I think that's like it.
But you would think Sherilyn Fenn would have been
Yeah.
huge. I mean, she's really attractive young woman and just didn't. She's in one of the Final Destination movies we watched. Didn't really do, a lot of them didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, even, who plays Laura Palmer? I just blanked on her name.
It's another Cheryl type
Lee.
name. Yeah.
She didn't do a whole lot either. And she's really good.
Yeah, she's really good.
Really good in Fire Walk with Me, which we'll get to here at a certain point.
Kyle MacLachlan's been in a bunch of stuff, though.
Yeah.
He plays such a different character in Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Trey, whatever his name is. He's such a weirdo in that show.
Well, he gets to play a whole bunch of characters in The Return.
Yippee. Oh, yeah, dude.
3, technically.
But, like, the doppelganger is already very different.
They're all very different than Cooper. It's fun.
Yay.
Look at that. Ducks on the lake.
And the other thing that I really liked when I first watched it and still do is that so many people connected with Eraserhead, which by that time I had grown to love, are in this. I mean, Jack Nance. I don't think I realized that Bobby's mom was Mary for a while. And then I, at some point, made the connection via her name.
Yeah.
And then the log lady, of course, was instrumental in helping David Lynch get that movie made.
Yeah.
The other thing, other than the man from another place or whatever they call him, that people spoofed and were kind of thrown off by
the log lady. Yeah. I feel like those two, Man from Another Place and the log lady, are in a lot of. There's a Red Room in the Scooby-Doo show that I watched a lot, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. There's a whole, and it's like integral to the plot. And it's just a complete spoof of the Red Room. It's so funny. But yeah, both of them are in a bunch of stuff.
And then some of the other adult actors, Ray Wise, her parents, Ray Wise and Grace Zabriskie, are amazing. I was always taken aback by that when they find out that Laura's been found, in that first episode, and her crying, her like wailing is rough.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's something that people nervously laugh about, but it reads as realistic to me.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's kind of like when Annie in Hereditary is crying after the son comes home with her daughter in the backseat.
Yeah.
Similar type of just like
Sans head.
Yeah. But yeah, similar kind of just like weeping and like screaming almost.
Gut-wrenching wail.
Yeah.
And then she's just like a zombie for the rest of the show, basically.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Imagining something like that happening is pretty god-awful. The acting is very good throughout the whole series. It's just characters that bug me. And I don't think that Josie Packard, who plays her?
I don't know if I know the actress's name.
I don't think it's necessarily acting. It's just that character just drives me nuts. And James kind of drives me nuts.
I don't think it's the actress. I definitely think it's like how they were characterized.
Although, we're not there yet, but although there was something odd about the missing pieces scene that she's in. But we'll get to that when we talk about Fire Walk with Me.
Okay.
So yeah, the second season is a bit of a drag. It's almost 3 times as long. We've got 22 episodes as opposed to the solid 8. It starts really strong with the first 2 episodes. Lynch is back, at least for the first episode. I'll have to check my facts about the second episode. And then by the third episode, because we rewatched all those as well, it already starts to tank by the third episode.
Yeah, it gets a little shake. Is the third episode when does Maddie die? I feel like around when she...
Later.
Oh, it is later.
We also watched the 7th episode because that was the other one directed by Lynch.
It's the 7th episode then, I think.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell then. I mean, that episode is still solid. It's also a Lynch episode, but you can tell by the time you're like that far into the season, you're like,
I definitely don't think that a lot of this stuff was planned in advance. Like even her showing up, I think it's just that he liked Cheryl Lee and wanted to give her more to do.
Yeah.
He could have had more flashbacks or something, but this was the alternative, I guess, to that. That third episode introduces Harold Smith and Dick. Oh, Dick Tremaine, I forgot, is the other character I hate. Did I already bring him up?
No. I always forget about him.
That whole storyline I could do without completely. Him and Andy vying over who's the kid or vying over Lucy. Ridiculous.
Also, because I think you can tell from the start that Lucy's probably going to pick Andy.
Well, I mean, come on. Who's going to pick Dick? Think of the name they gave the guy. But that thing, and then when they big brother that kid who's a terror.
Oh my God, the kid.
James' storyline in the second season.
With the chick, that was so
pointless.
I did not like that. Yeah, that was stupid. Him just, I'm going to leave. Oh, then yeah, that's how he exits the series. I'm going to leave.
I'm going to San Francisco. Good. Don't need to see you anymore. And he never shows up again.
Is he in The Return?
Yes.
Okay.
We've already seen him. He's at the Roadhouse.
Oh, yes.
He doesn't do anything. He just kind of smiles at Shelley.
Yeah, he sees Shelley. Okay.
I'm not really sure why he's smiling at Shelley because that was never a love interest of his, but
Ew, I hope they don't.
They know each other, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I think everybody except for Laura Flynn Boyle is back at some point in the show. You'll see most of the teens and the younger people.
Okay.
But yeah, that second season gets really rough. A lot of the storylines are just pointless.
Yeah.
Harold Smith, though, is gone by that 7th episode as well.
Well, he freaking hangs himself. That's kind of jarring, I will say.
That's the 7th episode as well. He's introduced in the 3rd. He's gone by the 7th.
Yeah.
Maddie's gone by the 7th. I don't mind the Maddie storyline or anything.
I like Maddie. Also, it's just like a little interesting character thing. And I liked Maddie's character.
Yeah.
She was interesting to watch.
Very different than Laura, obviously. And
yeah. Her whole scene about I'm not Laura I like that scene. It's good.
The Nadine storyline is ridiculous with her thinking
Ed was so close. He was almost
back in high school and a cheerleader. So there's a lot of silly stuff going on.
It's still watchable.
Yeah, none of it's so awful that you don't want to watch it. I think Jay from Red Letter Media is correct. Whenever James shows up in that second season, just fast forward.
It literally has no plot significance at all.
They had no idea what to do with him.
No.
They sent him on this ridiculous adventure.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
But like I said earlier, by the time we got back to it in that episode, and I want to say the 15th episode was the Diane Keaton episode that she directed. And it had some nice quirky touches to it.
I think you're right, because I remember we turned it on. You were like, Diane Keaton directed this or whatever, because it was in the credits. So I think you're right.
Yeah, I remember that she had done at least one episode. She may be the director of another one as well. I don't know, but or don't remember. Yeah, I was like, okay, I don't care for the Wyndham Earl stuff. You know, having to introduce a foil for Cooper.
Obviously, this wasn't going to happen just because of whatever happened during production and stuff, and them having to extend the season. If Wyndham Earl was earlier in season 2, probably would have worked better.
They mention him as early as season 1.
Oh, okay.
Albert tells him when he shows up, he's like, Wyndham Earl escaped.
Okay,
so
okay.
The name is there. The character is there.
Weird.
It's a little much. The stuff that he's doing and the thing with Ted Raimi and Leo and
disguises. Oh yeah, the Leo stuff.
And the disguises. I feel like Cooper would catch on to that.
Yeah.
Constantly seeing this guy at the Great Northern. I don't know.
The girls are also kind of smarter than that.
Yeah. I mean, at least they do say something at some point, finally.
And they, talk about it with each other because, come meet me here. And they all end up in the same place and they talk about it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember which disguise or which girl it was, but it was just kind of like, why are you even talking to him? Like, this is not...
Right. Yeah, different time, I guess. These days, most girls would be like,
I don't know.
Get the F away from me, old man.
Straight up. Also, the other storyline in season 2, well, 2 of them, the one where Catherine's dressed up as an Asian man is so silly to me.
Hey, but it gives us that amazing line. Speaking of...
we replayed that, twice? We were just giggling at it.
And when Catherine shows back up, because everybody thinks she's dead or died in the fire, it is kind of a silly storyline. But shows back up at their house and kisses Pete full on the mouth, and of course he has no idea.
In the costume still.
That makes me think of, as we're going through this, especially when we rewatched the first season, I'm like, man, I must have watched those videotapes I had a lot, because I still remember specific lines are going to come up and when specific shots are going to come up. A lot of them revolve around Pete.
I love Pete. I was kind of sad that they blew him up.
There's a fish in the percolator.
There was a fish in the percolator.
That's so iconic. That's
2
such
by
a good
4, 4 by 8. And that first episode.
That's awesome.
2 by 4s, 4 by 8.
And then, hey, watch it there, Buster, or whatever he says.
Yeah, whatever he says. He's so like.
Wait a second there, Buster.
He's so like flabbergasted that she kissed him.
It's great. He is so good in the show.
He is. He really is. And he's also like a little sweet character.
Right. You know, he's got his secrets too. I mean, he's trying to screw over his wife, and
yeah, he's like besties with Josie and stuff.
In love with Josie and whatever. Jack Nance was a national treasure.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
The other storyline that I was thinking of is Donna's mom cheating on her dad, and she's Audrey's half sister or whatever.
Soap opera stuff. That's soap opera stuff.
That's definitely soap opera stuff. But I was just like, but why? Like,
why though? Yeah.
Ugh, so dumb. Also, because Doc Hayward is such like a good little character, which I didn't remember when we rewatched it. I didn't remember how many scenes he was in at the very beginning of season 1. He's, I mean, he's the doctor, so I guess he has to kind of be the coroner too, or whatever.
Yeah, it's a little odd. I mean, a lot of them have multiple
jobs.
You know, I'm a this and I'm a that. And
yeah.
Why is he the coroner? I don't know.
Yeah, why is he like...
I don't think he is the coroner, actually.
No, but he definitely is doing stuff with them about Laura's body, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's ticked off at Albert.
Yeah.
But I think he's maybe more there as a representative of their family. Because he was her doctor, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, and then what's her psychiatrist's name?
Dr. Jacoby.
Yes, he's so weird.
Yeah.
The scene, I think it's season 2, where they're like all, and Audrey are all like in his office, and they're all doing like the Confederate reenactment. It's so weird.
Yeah.
And Dr. Jacoby's in like a full like Confederate flag outfit. It's so crazy. Random inclusion.
There's a lot of silly stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing else like it on TV at the time. And it was more David Lynch stuff to watch.
I don't know. It's fun. It's not... Season 2 is not unwatchable. It's just definitely like, what is going on?
It could have been a short season as well. It probably would have benefited from being 8 or 10 episodes too. And a lot of that stuff probably would have been left out of that.
Yeah.
And once the Laura Palmer thing wrapped up, the Wyndham Earle stuff is fine as a foil for Cooper, but...
Yeah. I like Annie. That was an interesting character addition.
Yeah.
Do they mention her at all in the first season? I don't even remember.
No.
Okay.
I think it's another one of those add-on.
Yeah.
You gotta give him a love interest or something that's not Audrey.
Not Audrey. Oh, yeah. And then Audrey's other love interest. That was so kind of a random little addition too. And then Pete driving her out to see him on the plane or whatever. Yeah,
Billy Zane. And like I said, I'm like, they look way too much alike to be.
Weren't you guys talking about how they have like the exact same eyebrows or something like that?
Yeah, I did. I said that. Yeah. And his hairpiece.
Yeah, it was kind of fun though.
Because your mom's like, he doesn't have that much hair later on. I'm like, I don't think he has that much hair then. That is a hairpiece.
No.
It is that hairline is so perfect.
Yeah, it's literally like
He's actually really good in it too, though. I like his character.
I did too. This is kind of a fun, chill little plot.
We haven't mentioned David Duchovny though. Speaking of X-Files crossovers.
I love Denise. That was like one of my favorite characters from the first half.
She shows up in the return, so spoilers for you.
Yay. I love Denise. I love the scene where Coop introduces Audrey to her, and she's like, they have female agents? It's such a sweet little scene.
Yeah. Well,
I know, it's cute.
Gordon Cole has a great line about Denise in the return. You just wait. It's awesome.
And when you became Denise, I told all your colleagues, those clown comics, to fix their hearts or die.
Also, Gordon's scenes with Shelley were some of my favorites. They're so
my
funny.
God. Yeah, I haven't even talked about David Lynch being on there because when he showed up, I was like, oh, this is even better. I mean, he's on the show too with screaming all his lines. This is amazing.
Oh yeah, I love the fact that Shelley's the only one that he can hear. That's so funny.
Very cute.
Cute little addition. What does he say? Type of girl that makes you want to speak French or something like that?
He's got a bunch of great lines about her.
I know, he's obsessed with her. It's great. Also, when they all have a little like breakfast or lunch or whatever, and he has like 3 slices of pie right before he like kisses her, and I think Bobby sees. I loved those scenes. I was having a lot of fun.
You never seen a man kiss a woman full of the lips or something like that.
It's so good. The copious quantities, which I kept saying for the week after we watched that.
He's great in that.
That was fun.
And he's in The Return, which I'm...
Yay! Which, like,
I guess we haven't seen him yet.
I don't think
we're
so.
only 2 episodes in.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how much FBI stuff we've seen yet.
A lot of Doppelganger. That's basically what the first 2 episodes were.
Yeah. And we did just watch, since we're talking about the original series, we did just watch the alternate ending, the international ending, which I guess I could have watched.
Yeah.
From my understanding, it was on the VHS of Twin Peaks that was available even here. So like if you went and rented it as a movie, it had the international ending on it.
How interesting.
I had only read about it before because I think even when I was over there, they're like, oh, we're going to get it as a movie type of thing. I was always like, oh, how did they approach it then? And it's kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, it's very like odd.
And Bob is in it, and Frank Silva, he's the killer in this, but it's very truncated and sudden. He's not possessing people.
It's just, he's just a guy.
I don't think they had the idea that he has possessed
Leland
Palmer at all.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very weird. The beginning of it is when Sarah, which also, maybe not. I thought that happened when she sees him behind the bed. That was episode 2, but I think I might be wrong. Anyways, I was curious when you told me that like there was an ending that they had to solve it for the international thing. I was like, so how do they do that? Because I mean, we know about Bob in the first season, but like the Leland thing isn't until season 2 and a good way into season 2. And I was like, what is going to happen? It's just a very interesting little ending. I don't know. You're right. It's very like truncated and just kind of squished in.
Because a lot of it ends up in the show. Her vision of him, the accident of Frank Silva, the production designer or whatever, production assistant or whatever he was, accidentally being in the reflection in the mirror, which they gave David Lynch the idea to have him be the killer. But I still don't think, I don't know when they figured out, oh, well, how are we going to make him be the killer? I mean, how does that make sense, right?
Yeah.
To get mystical about it, as opposed to just being like, oh, this is just some dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still kind of mystical the way that Mike in that alternate ending is talking about him and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But not so much the Black Lodge and the Red Room and blah, 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 and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Alternate universes or whatever they're dealing with. A lot of it ends up in Cooper's dreams or visions at later points. Some of it isn't. And some, when Cooper is talking about that on the show, it's up on the show proper. Some of the things he says that are in that alternate ending don't actually happen in the show. So they're for people that like goofs or whatever can pick up on that too, because it's something that Mike says or something he relays. Yeah,
the stitch of red or whatever he says.
It's not that, but it's one of the other parts of that thing. I wish I could remember what it is. He says something though that is only in that alternate ending, and it didn't happen on the show proper.
Interesting. Okay.
I can't remember which part it is now, but anyway, it's not a very satisfactory ending at all for completists or whatever it is out there. If you haven't, it took me so long to see it. I'm surprised.
Yeah. I did like the Andy and Lucy scenes, though. They were kind of fun.
First time you see them at her place. The only time you see them at her place.
Yeah. And he's just playing his instrument.
Playing the trumpet, and she's doing the paddle thing, paddle ball.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. It's cool to watch, to like see what other areas would have seen, but I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah, I'm curious as to what the reception was, because it's sort of like, oh, here we go, we're wrapping it up, and this is the explanation.
Yeah.
Bye.
And we're done.
Whoever this guy is.
The very end that just has the 25 years later, and then it's the like very first part of Coop's dream.
Yeah, I feel like something's missing there, because it cuts to that end credits, and it's like, that can't have been it, but I have no way of knowing.
Yeah, which I will say that the guy and Laura holding hands, I don't think that's like a newer, not newer, but for that ending, I don't remember that being in. I think
they do, because he was like, this is my cousin or whatever.
Oh, that's true. She looks like
I think
Laura
it's from
Palmer,
that dream
doesn't she?
sequence.
Yeah.
Hey, look here, Buster. You just watch it.
Now that you're older, you can watch more David Lynch films, because they are pretty, I don't say raunchy, but especially this story.
I wouldn't say Fire Walk With Me is raunchy.
Sexual violence is a big part of this, because that's how she's killed.
Yeah.
It's the stuff that they kind of skirt around on the show, which is all there. What Laura is doing with her life is pretty...
It's not as explicit in the show.
But she is doing this stuff. She's
well, they talk about
doing cocaine, and she's...
Yeah, her nose candy.
I mean, she works at One-Eyed Jack's. And, not for long, apparently, but still, there's that whole aspect to her. She's doing all this stuff, and it's always hinted at on the show, but here we get to see a lot of it.
Yeah.
So I, just like they talk about on that Red Letter Media episode, I was one of those people who was expecting an answer to the Cooper scenario at the end, where he has apparently crossed over to the Black Lodge, which I don't even know if it was called the Black Lodge in the show at that point. It was just like, what happened to him? Oh, now he's possessed by Bob, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think they call it the Black
Maybe
Lodge.
They do.
Because they do all the map stuff.
Yeah.
The symbols.
With Major Briggs, How's Annie?
Yeah, his little scary...
At the end, and you're going, oh, what's going to happen? I'm assuming I realized it was a prequel before I saw it, but like most people, I expected to see the regular cast of characters, and you don't.
And then it starts with Kiefer Sutherland and...
Chris Isaac and some other town. And I really didn't catch on to the whole idea of this is alternate universe Twin Peaks. Like they talked about on that
Red Letter Media
review. Nobody's nice here. Things are run down here. People are jerks here.
Yeah.
That never entered my mind that was what was going on.
Well, and I think either they pointed out on RLM or I said it, but it's Chris Isaac's character. His initials are the opposite of Cooper's.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't even catch that.
Because it's Chester, I don't remember his last name.
Desmond.
Yeah. And then Dale Cooper. So it literally is like opposite town with everything. Yeah, the evil Norma, basically, at the diner they go to. That's just so mean.
Arlene, I think is her name, or something like that.
Something.
I mean, we get Harry Dean Stanton in there. That's great. He is also in The Return.
Oh, I love him.
Half the people that are on the show died either during production or shortly thereafter.
Or literally right after.
He's one of them.
Yeah.
I did not like it when I saw it. A lot of it was, because of my own expectations.
Yeah.
And I didn't get stuff. I don't know if I would have liked it if I had sat there and gone, oh, this is opposite world Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
That would have made me appreciate the opening or whatever, or not seeing Pete and everybody else who I was used to, and except maybe briefly. Why do we need to see this? We know what happens to Laura.
Yeah.
That whole thing. And so it's never been one of my favorites. And I think the last time I watched it before you and I and Mom watched it was a couple of years ago. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. It's still not one of my favorites of his. Early 90s Lynch is not my favorite. I'll just say that right. Wild at Heart and Fire Walk With Me are two of my least favorite films of his. Part of it is that weird for weird's sake thing that people claim for a lot of his stuff. Eraserhead, I mean, I can understand that complaint for Eraserhead. Blue Velvet, not so much.
Yeah.
There isn't a lot of that kind of just weird stuff. Try not to move in my chair. It squeaks so much. But Wild at Heart definitely has a lot of stuff where I'm kind of like, this doesn't even need to be in this movie.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Fire Walk with Me felt the same, although it's definitely not as much. When I watch it now, I'm like, no, I mean, it's all story. It's all related to Laura. I mean, when we get to Laura after the
intro, which I liked the
Deer Meadows stuff.
Yeah, I liked the Deer Meadows stuff. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I actually like it a lot too. I kind of like it more than some of the stuff that happens in the Laura Palmer prequel stuff.
That scene with the nail is horrifying.
That's another thing they get to do graphically that they didn't do on the show. In the show, it's pretty disturbing too because
they go far down her nail with that.
Yeah, he does the little trick where he's sliding his finger down the tweezers, so it looks like the tweezer is actually going in really deep. And I remember the very first time watching that and going, "Oh my God, you're going so far in there!"
It goes,
But yeah, in this, they're like pulling the nail back, which I hate in movies.
Pop it off of her finger. It's disgusting. I hate nail stuff. I do not like that scene.
Me too. We've talked and we've seen it a bunch. You know, we see it in movies where people's starry eyes and numerous other things I can think of where they peel their own nails off or they get peeled back or whatever. And it's like that to me is like the compound fracture thing in movies. It just turns my stomach.
Yeah.
More so than someone's guts being, spilled out or whatever.
Yeah. Evisceration is...
Well, it's a pain that you can relate to.
Yeah. Obviously not the same thing, but like when I was little and I smashed my thumb in the car door, it grew. It obviously was already growing by the time the other one popped off, but my nail did come off.
Yeah.
When it healed.
I had that happen with a toenail when I was a kid too, so...
Yeah, grody. But yeah, I liked the Deer Meadows section. I liked the Teresa Banks, the information on her, because she's kind of just mentioned in season 1.
Yeah, it's just a connection to, this is probably a serial killer, blah, blah, blah
and
stuff. This has happened before.
Yeah, it's happening again.
Speaking of the autopsy scene, but that actress playing dead, it's just like...
she's just laying there.
Like Rigger she looks like she's in Rigger, and there's just one little split second where her eye moves.
Yeah, you caught it. And
that has more to do with watching it in high definition than anything else.
Yeah.
It's kind of like watching Psycho in high definition now. You can see Janet Leigh's eye move.
Yeah.
Ever so slightly. It's like, how can you not?
Yeah.
How many takes would it take to like, oh no, you moved your eye again. Jane, whatever that actress's name is. You gotta redo it. No one's gonna make somebody do that. But anyway, really, really creepy, actually, is what that effect has on me.
Yeah.
Like she looks like a corpse.
Yeah. It's like Autopsy of Jane Doe. They used that actress was on that table for that whole movie.
Yeah.
And she does really good too.
She was a dancer or something, or
I think
her training had something to do with it, like being able to keep still like that.
Cool stuff.
Like I said, still not one of my favorites. It is interesting. It is, I don't know if helpful is the right word, but to see Laura's life.
It gives insight for a lot of stuff. Yeah. Well, because even I want to talk about this. Bobby mentions it, that he killed someone in the first season. And you're like, oh, sure. Then they show him blowing that guy's head up in Firewalk with Me. And you're like, oh. And they're both, him and Laura are high. And he shoots that guy in the head like 3 times. It's gnarly. That scene's gnarly too. That was gross. But I was like, oh.
That is like one of 3 examples of somebody getting shot in the head from a David Lynch film that I could think of. That's one of his things.
He likes
doing that.
Great.
Blue Velvet and Wild at Heart are the other 2 I'm thinking of, and I'm trying to think. There may be another. Well, actually, there is in Mulholland Drive, but it's not as graphic. It's just kind of funny in a macabre way.
Oh,
but
is there one in The Return at all?
There's lots of head stuff in The Return.
Yeah. We need to keep watching so we can actually do the episode on it, because that first episode is...
You watched the first 2?
Yeah. Is the reveal in the second or first? I don't know.
We may have to rewatch it before we do a recording on it, actually.
We can do that later.
Now, all I need is a bed, a bathroom, a telephone, and sometimes a television in the unlikely event that one day I'll get a chance to knock off early.
I can get you a good rate up the Great Northern.
Sold.
Huntsman's Dream.
Yep.
I liked Firewalk with Me. The only other movie I've seen by Lynch is Eraserhead, and they're pretty different. I mean, they're Lynchian, but they're different.
Cleo forgot she's also seen Dune.
But I really liked Firewalk with Me, and I think what you said, like, it's helpful. It gives a lot of insight and, like, the actual stuff. Because in Twin Peaks, they kind of just, like, mention it or insinuate, like, oh, this is what she was doing at One Eye Jack's. But they, like, actually show you. And same with, what's her pimp's name? I don't remember.
Pimp.
Jacques.
Oh, Jacques Renault.
Yeah. I don't know, like all of that stuff. Like it's mentioned, but it's actually shown in that. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was interesting. And I liked all the weird stuff.
And one thing I caught a goof on Red Letter Media, they say that the pink room where the subtitle scene happens is at the back of the Roadhouse. It is not. That was a completely different bar they walked into.
No, it's like a club, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, that was not the Roadhouse, guys, if you're listening, which I'm sure you are. The pink room is not a part of the Roadhouse.
No.
Or the Bang Bang Bar or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, it has like 4 different names.
Yeah. I mean, it's the Roadhouse on the show, but the place is actually called the Bang Bang Bar.
Bang Bar,
So I don't know. Just like the Double R is not actually called the Double R in that town. It's Marti Cafe or something like that.
Yeah.
I guess also probably bothered me that Cooper isn't a big, I mean, how could he be a big part of Firewalk with Me? The stuff that they show of him and Gordon Cole and Albert is interesting.
And David Bowie.
Yeah, is interesting, but not really all that relative to the story as a whole.
No.
It's kind of just the connecting piece between Deer Meadow and the start of Laura Palmer's story.
Yeah.
Not the first part, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that whole... Well, because the first scene he's in or whatever is when he's like going back and forth with the security camera, which was actually kind of cool. I don't know, that kind of reminded me of like analog horror. Actually, that's... We've talked about like creepypastas and internet stuff. A lot of Firewalk with Me, there were certain parts where I was like, this seems like influential, but that going back and forth on the camera and then it freezes and then what's David Bowie's character's name? He walks by.
Philip Jeffries.
Yeah. I don't know. That was kind of spooky. I liked that little, and then he goes on his very odd staticky rant. That was strange.
Odd because they cut a lot of it out. They were mentioning on that Red Letter Media thing about the missing pieces, which we'll get into. I don't know that would have, having that full scene would have helped understanding anything all that much.
No,
because they say it's mostly in there. It's just, it is oddly fractured and cut up.
Yeah.
I kind of get it. Like, I didn't get much more out of the full scene and the missing pieces of the convenience store. We live above a convenience store, whatever. And it's kind of that weird for weird sake stuff.
Yeah.
Everything that's going on in the convenience store.
Oh, yeah. The guy with the mask, which the kid also has on. Or like a little replica of it.
Cream corn, the lumberjacks.
My grandson's studying magic. I love that scene. It's so weird.
She's in Blue Velvet, by the way, the old lady.
How fun.
She's Kyle MacLachlan's aunt, I think, in the movie. It may have worked better if it had been like voiceover instead of that kind of cut back and forth and the static and all that stuff. Voiceover of what was going on in the above the convenience store.
Yeah.
None of that is really all that integral, however you pronounce that word, to the Laura Palmer story.
No, but isn't David Bowie...
It will all come back in The Return.
Okay, I was going to say, isn't David Bowie kind of in The Return, even though he was dead?
Right. That's what I mentioned earlier. The man from another place evolves and Philip Jeffries evolves.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Hello, duh. Okay, yeah.
That weird thing with him leaving and then appearing in that hotel, whatever, and the guy's like, I just shit myself or whatever.
Oh, that scene was so funny. Yeah, that wasn't
he transported somewhere.
I went and looked. I think that was supposed to be in like Argentina or something.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, whatever you say. The other stuff in Firewalk with Me I liked was that Ronette is kind of just, she's there in the really creepy scene where she's walking on the railroad after, at the end of the pilot or whatever. And then she's kind of just bedridden for the rest of the show. And they give her more, she's not like a main character, but I do like that
you do see her and Teresa Banks and Laura Palmer all together.
Yeah, so it helps, definitely. Which I like that. I love background information. which I think is also why I liked it a lot, the movie.
I like it more now for that reason too, because I don't have the expectation anymore of, I'm going to see Pete and he's going to say a funny line that I like, whatever, or I'm going to get to see Audrey, who I like looking at, or whatever. And a couple of them are in. Shelley and Norma are in there because of the Meals on Wheels thing, which is expanded in the Missing Pieces a little bit.
Teensy bit.
Yeah, I don't have that expectation of seeing Big Ed and whoever, Andy and Lucy and Sheriff Truman and all those people, because why would you? I mean, she interacts with a lot of those people, or had interacted. They all know Laura for the most part, one reason or another. It's okay if they're not all in here. Also,
when it came out, the return was, I don't think anything about Twin Peaks other than the movie was like, it's gonna come back, because it came out pretty soon after, or in the 90s at least. So, but knowing that the return is like me watching Fire Walk with Me and then knowing the return is we're going to watch it next, I think also probably enhanced my enjoyment, because I'm like, I'm sure some of this stuff is going to come back, like you said, with Jeffries and other stuff. That's also probably why I liked it more, because I'm not watching it in the 90s.
Well, yeah, you didn't watch the show and then have this expectation of what the movie would be.
Yeah.
It's sort of like when we talked about the Mad Max movies, how I was like, Fury Road relates way more to the third movie, which I have only seen a couple of times because I never really liked it. It's the same kind of idea. It hits on that way harder than the first two films of that franchise.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get that and can actually appreciate Beyond Thunderdome a little bit more now because of that.
Oh, God, Thunderdome.
And this is sort of the same thing. It's like a lot of this stuff is going to be in the return.
Okay.
Because a lot of the, I think, mythos of the Black Lodge and the Red Room and all that comes almost more from Fire Walk with Me than it does the TV show.
Okay.
That will be in the return.
Well, also like the ring and stuff, her
I mean, that's
putting it on, and it kind of protects her for a little bit. Yeah, no, that ring is nowhere to be found.
I like you very much. You're beautiful, intelligent, desirable. You're everything that a man wants in his life.
We did watch The Missing Pieces, which, like the alternate ending of the pilot, I had never seen. And, I mean, there wasn't really anything in there that I wish was in the movie, to be honest.
No, yeah.
Other than the family stuff, like they kind of mentioned again on the Red Letter Media thing, that might have helped seeing them as a quote-unquote normal family or a happy family, as opposed to Dad just being a weirdo the whole time.
He's scary in Fire Walk with Me compared to Twin Peaks. But yeah, the scene where they're all like, is he making them speak Norwegian?
Yes.
At the table, that would have maybe been a good inclusion just for the normal family stuff, because they're laughing.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything else, well, a lot of it also too was just kind of extensions of other scenes.
Yeah, like the Meals on Wheels thing, there was a little bit more of that. But it's also where you do see the inhabitants of Twin Peaks in full. You get the scene with Pete and the old man that gets blowed up with him.
Yeah.
And Audrey. I wanted a 2x4. And that's the scene I was going to reference earlier. Some of those scenes didn't feel like final takes to me.
Oh, maybe. Is that what you... Yeah.
In that scene with Josie and Pete and the old man, she flubs two of her lines and she looks at the camera a couple of times.
I'm sure they weren't final.
Okay, they were either going to put some inserts in there or use different takes for like the finish scene, because they were, a lot of them were also static master shots of scenes. Some of these do not feel like fully edited scenes that would have actually been in the movie.
Yeah.
A lot of times when you have scenes like that on a special disc, they're like not even color graded, or there's no soundtrack or no Foley, and no post-production was done to the scene. These obviously had post-production.
Yeah.
Still, there were a number of them where I'm like, this seems odd for some reason. And that scene in particular with Josie and Pete and the old man, I'm like, she's messing up lines. She's like stepping on his lines. I don't know.
That's funny.
So maybe it is the actor and not just Josie's affect.
Who knows?
That was what I was referencing earlier. The convenience store stuff probably could have been handled a different way. Even then, I don't know if you're really missing anything in the finished film.
The convenience store is like a fun little concept, but yeah, I like extra stuff.
You get the idea, I think.
Yeah, it's a weird little room thing with a bunch of odd people.
Yeah, Black Lodge people. I guess. None of the ancillary characters really, nor you get to see Norma and Big Ed together, whoopee-doo. I can't even really, it's 90 minutes, but it's like, I don't remember a lot of it because I don't think it was necessary. Even the Deer Meadows stuff, the extended Deer Meadows scenes, like when he fights the sheriff or whatever.
That's just kind of fun.
Kind of fun and quirky. Scene. It's sort of edited poorly. That was the other thing. I was like, it seems strange. This doesn't seem... The pacing of this seems weird.
Well, that might have been why it was cut.
Well, yeah, and it's pretty unnecessary. We get the idea that they're jerks and
that they're weird.
Desmond bests them anyway, so it's...
Yeah, they don't need to do
It's repetitive in a way. For one thing, if all of that stuff had been in there, the movie would have been almost 4 hours long.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
Because it's over 2 hours as it is, and that's 90 minutes of cut scenes.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's okay. It wasn't needed.
Yeah, there wasn't anything where I'm like, oh, gosh, I wish they had that in the film. I honestly can't think of a scene or extended scene that's necessary.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to... these were well, I guess they were probably for Fire Walk with Me, but they were like Twin Peaks, extra, the scene with Annie.
Mm-hmm.
Even that, interesting stuff to see, but I kind of like that the season 2 just ends with Tweaker Doppelganger Dale.
It's weird though, because that's sequel stuff.
Yeah.
That's not prequel stuff.
So I'm like, are those Twin Peaks?
I don't know why those were shot. I don't know why those were included in this. Unless it is simply just, this is missing from the end of Twin Peaks, the show.
Yeah.
That's not explained on the disc, though, so I don't know.
Yeah.
The only thing I like about that is, Annie's not dead? Oh, okay. I thought she was dead.
That's true. I didn't think she was dead.
I did.
I just thought they got her ass out.
I always thought she was dead.
Speaking of Annie, I did like we were talking about for season 2, she's kind of shoehorned in to the season with Dale and Wyndham Earle, but they at least include her in one of Laura's visions in Fire Walk with Me, which is nice. So then it gives a little more of a connection.
Which is odd, though. I guess it's not odd if you consider that time is different in the Black Lodge. Laura wouldn't know who this person was.
Mm-mm.
She was already dead.
Didn't they go to school with her, though? Wasn't she, or was she out of town? Because I thought she was at
I guess she's a local girl. That's true. I don't know.
Yeah. And then she tried to kill herself or something? And went to a psych. Yeah. Okay. I'm like,
she was becoming a nun. She was a nun.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm like,
she wasn't in a psychiatric hospital. She was a nun.
Know. The Black Lodge is definitely implied to have weird time. Dale's there at the end with her while she's crying. And I assumed that happened right after she died. Laura, when she sees the angel. I assumed that was right after she died, and Cooper was just like, where am I?
Right.
With her. Well, I didn't think that happened later.
Yeah, I don't know. See, that to me doesn't really make sense because she wouldn't know who Cooper is either.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about the time stuff in the Black Lodge. I mean, I'm sure people are going, yeah, you idiots. It's an alternate universe. The timeline is different.
That's most likely what it is.
Them seeing each other prior to him being in the town, to me, doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think about when he talks about his dreams and stuff. Because his first dream, she's there, obviously. But I feel like he talked about another one that previously happened where he saw her, but maybe not. Or
He might have.
Thinking of that because it's kind of implied. Well, my interpretation of Fire Walk with Me is that they had seen each other before in the dreamscape in the Black Lodge.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they're getting at. I don't know. It's hard for me to. I mean, it makes sense because he does have visions. It's not just dreams. And so seeing the future and or the past that you weren't a part of does make sense in that way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine.
Sure.
It works.
Like with a lot of Lynch's stuff, he's connecting disparate ideas to kind of make them go together. I mean, I think that's what they did with Bob, and making it not a person or even a cipher or something. It's like, well, he inhabits other people, and who he wanted to inhabit next was Laura Palmer, and that failed, so he killed her, blah, 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 blah. And now he's inhabiting Cooper. This is how he gets to be in our world, by inhabiting other people. I guess the thing for me is that with the return, it's like he's been inhabiting this other person for years. And with kind of like, again, they talked about in the Red Letter Media thing, is it's like in and out of Leland Palmer. He's not always in Leland, but in this thing, he's always in Evil Cooper. Yeah. I mean, we haven't gotten that far, but I mean, that's the idea. It's like not hopping back and forth where all of a sudden, you know, he's just this normal. Maybe he is. Maybe he's just a normal bad guy. I don't know.
That's what I was going to say. He's a doppelganger from the Black Lodge, so maybe that's why Bob just decides to stay in him, because he's already a weird entity.
We'll get into that stuff later, because it's sort of more explained as to what his whole deal is. Me knowing kind of what his whole deal is, it's like he's always this guy. It's not this guy is sometimes possessed by Bob or whatever, the entity Bob, and sometimes he's not, because that's how Leland Palmer is. He's not always Bob.
Yeah. He's still kind of scary when he's not Bob, though.
Yeah, but I think you can make the argument that when he's scary, he is Bob.
Yeah, that's true. He does say something about, I thought you knew it was me, though, which I guess I interpreted that as, well, obviously he's Bob, but also that it's Leland. It's, how do I word this? It's Bob doing it through Leland, so it's still really kind of Leland.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Leland's not a great guy. He's going to see under young girls anyway.
Yeah, he's still a weirdo. Who knows? So many theories.
The return is great. I've already noticed, I think when your mom and I watched it, I think I would watch the episode again like the next day or so. But it still didn't really make things that much clearer to me when I would do that.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we are rarely in Twin Peaks on this show. It's in Vegas. It's in all these other cities around New York, and all these other characters. And you're like, who are these people? What is going on? How does this connect? So watching it, you know, weekly for 18 weeks. I mean, that's...
which is crazy.
4 months of TV, right? Watching it like that, even with me watching it a second time the next day, stuff didn't like clear up. But I noticed, and it's been forever since we watched it. I haven't watched it since then. So I may have watched it twice, but it was all 9 years ago.
Like 2017. Yeah.
But already I can tell when I'm watching it now, just even those first 2 episodes, oh, this is important. This is going to come back. Even the fireman, the giant, saying all that stuff at the beginning, I'm like, hey, everything he says is going to happen. Yeah. Which I kind of know also from, again, watching Red Letter Media stuff. It clicked with me like, oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, yes, this will all, everything's going to tie in. Yeah. It all seems very disparate at the start, and then things slowly start to connect.
I love that.
It's a wild ride. I mean, it is crazy.
I'm trying not to look at the cast for the return, because I know you are like, you have to see who Lucy and Andy's kid is. So I haven't looked.
There are so many people on this show. It's insane.
Yeah, the one person I do know is that Amanda Seyfried's in it, which I'm
she's
excited to see her character. Just based on Amanda Seyfried, I kind of have maybe an idea who she is.
She is original character's daughter.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going down the path of.
Alicia Witt comes back.
Yay!
So she was on, what, 1 episode of the original?
Yeah, because she's Donna's sister, yeah?
Yeah, her other mysterious sister.
Yeah, I was literally going to say, she has one sister, obviously multiple, but the one sister is in the pilot, and then you don't see her for a long time.
Yep.
She comes back in that episode, And then also Alicia Witt's here, and she's also another sister. You're like,
yeah, I think
who even?
He just had her on because he had worked with her before, and she's a piano prodigy. So have her be the sister that plays the piano.
It's perfect.
It's great. I love it. Yeah. And she's playing the same character. She is still Anna's sister in the show. All kinds of people are on this series.
I'm excited.
It's insane how many people, and as many of the people return that could and were still alive. And, again, except for Laura Flynn Boyle. And
why didn't she just didn't want to?
I don't know. I think she got weird after a while. Oh, and Harry Truman is not.
I know he retired. That's why he wasn't.
He doesn't
decided not to come back.
Not missed though. Robert Forster as his brother is great.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's been in other Lynch stuff, so he's in Mulholland Drive. So why not?
Yeah, it works. It works.
The one thing I wanted to say about the show is it was really nice seeing he goes back to all of his previous movies. There are Eraserhead things in this. There's Blue Velvet stuff. He hits a lot of those old standby David Lynchian things.
Yay.
And I believe that some of them are out and out homages to his own work.
Oh, probably.
Not just this is my style and this is, because he has a lot of that too. You see the same stuff. Yeah. Light bulbs that suddenly not explode, but, phase out or whatever the phrase is, get real bright and then blow out.
Well, you were talking about people getting shot in the head,
people getting shot in the head. And
signatures and stuff.
Yeah.
But you're talking about almost actual references.
Yeah. I can think of one specifically that is a definite nod to Eraserhead. I mean, it's the same shot.
Ooh, okay.
It's amazing. Yeah, we'll come back with that at some point. Our first third of the return watch.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. I have no idea when it'll happen, but
I'll probably release it next January or something.
Yeah,
I have a good long summer now that I'm in college, so we can
summer
do it.
Break. We just gotta convince your mom. If for some reason she doesn't want to watch it, then you and I will watch it. If she's going to get persnickety about it, we'll watch it. But I do think she wants to rewatch it too. So we'll.
Yeah, I think she will.
I mean, this weekend, honestly, we could knock out the next 4.
Yeah, let's do it.
They're all around an hour long.
Cool. Okay. Yay.
I don't think any of them are longer than an hour, but they're all pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Anything else about the wonderful world of Twin Peaks before we go? I'm sure there's so much. I mean, we could do
an in-depth thing about it.
We could have done an episode about each season and the movie separately, but I just figured, let's keep it simple.
No, I really liked Twin Peaks. It was really fun to watch. I liked Fire Walk with Me. I like all the weirdness. I don't know.
It's hard to say if anything else is tamer than Fire Walk with Me. I mean, nothing's worse. You're ready for Blue Velvet and Wild at Heart and Lost Highway and Mulholland Drive. So we still have all those to watch too.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe we'll talk about some of those too in the meantime.
Yeah. Bonus ep.
Alrighty. We will see you when we see you.
Yep.
Should people watch Twin Peaks, Cleo?
100%.
All right.
Hello.
We'll leave it at that then.
Yep.
And don't forget.
Anything can happen when you wake up heavy.
To fix their hearts or die.
Wow, this has just been such a pleasure. I'm such a lucky boy. I can't wait to go home.